as far as pole positions, and he will start alongside JGR Chase Briscoe. Really good performances from those guys. How about the second row? William Byron, Josh Berry and Ty Gibbs. Gibbs has moved on to second and third row. William Byron, Ryan Priest, really good starts for both. And then Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell. Christopher's trying to get that elusive first win of the year after 7 runners-up finishes. And Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, both two-time winners in Richmond.
Road 6 Connor Village, good run last week. John Hunter Nimitz, best start at Richmond. Chase Elliott, 2 wins this year. Denny Hamlin, 5-time Richmond winner. AJ Allmendinger finished 5th last week at Iowa. Austin Dillon, 2 wins at this racetrack. Riley Hurst, this is start.
We're going to stick back and we look back. Row 11 on the Chase storylines continue. Think about Jones down in 20th in points, 50 from the cut line. We're Cindric right back there in row 12, only 29 above it. How about Kyle Larson? Row 15, he's already fallen to 10th in points, trying to get that momentum in the other direction dip tonight.
Steve, can I continue that theme? You said Kyle Larson in 30th. How about Shane Van Gisbergen 31st, Tyler Reddick 32nd? Is this setting up for a night of the big names?
Ready, Papa?
Ty Dillon, Austin Hill, Noah Gregson, Josh Malicki, and Cody Ware, who unfortunately had an incident in practice yesterday and spun. He will start right at the very back of this field. Well, we're celebrating 80 years of history at Richmond Raceway that started out as a half-mile dirt track. And there is the Toyota Camry X.
You ready?
The official pace car for tonight's race. Saturday night, under the lights. 400 here at Richmond Raceway. This is NASCAR.
Green flag is out. Boogie boogie. Let's go racing that.
Which way was way?
Yeah.
Oh man, Ryan Blaney, look at Briscoe going up around the outside. Ty Gibbs, what a race in Iowa last week in that Victory Junction car. You see that, the white car, second row, up high. Josh Berry coming off an awesome run in Iowa last week as well. They're both doing well in third and fourth.
Out of line, third row back, Bubba Wallace, that number 23 purple Xfinity car on the bottom, puts Ryan Priest 3 wide top. Will he have to concede? They won't. They will run 3 wide down the backstretch. William Byron stuck in the middle.
Good job right there. William Byron lifted, let the 60 get down toward the bottom of the racetrack. Too early to be 3 wide, causing a wreck.
Side by side for the first several rows. You're looking at 2 guys here, nicely positioned in the top 16, in the chase standings. Ryan Blaney coming off a top 3 result last weekend in Iowa in that body armor Ford for Team Penske.
Why do the fans flock to Richmond? You're seeing it lap after lap, side by side. Not to mention back here in this mess, Larson, I mentioned it started in row 15. Well, here he is, 3 wide bottom, continuing to fight. Really hasn't gone anywhere so far to start. Still 28th, and what a gaggle behind him.
Van Gisbergen has got ahead of him, and he's gone forward. He's made up 4 positions from the drop of the green.
We talk about tire wear and how much speed comes out of these tires as the run goes on. This side-by-side battle, I think it's disadvantage to Blaney. Oh, up the racetrack. He's having to put way more wheel input into his car. He's having to pitch the car on corner exit. That hurts the rear tires and it hurts the front tires.
And you mentioned rear tires. This is the first trip to Richmond with the increased horsepower, 750 horsepower. So when that driver steps on that throttle pedal with the eggshell underneath it, trying to be smooth, it's even more difficult than in years past.
Great job right here by Briscoe. He's given Blaney enough room, but he's also not giving him more than he needs. That makes Blaney have to really turn the steering wheel. That really right there, leaving the corner. You see how the back of the car shakes? That's the rear tires not hooking up.
I don't know if they're smiling or frowning, but I'm smiling.
It's great. Getting into the rhythm, respectful driving. Josh Berry has confirmed his spot in the top 3 in that Wood Brothers Ford.
And not catching the screw, right? Side by side, this battle, and really Josh isn't really gaining a whole lot, just a little bit, but you would think side by side they would be quite a bit slower.
Josh Berry in that 21 trying to continue that momentum. A 7th in Indianapolis, a 4th at Iowa. Remind the fan at home, he is without a ride next year. Driver change in the 21 next season. No announcement for Josh Berry, so every race an audition for potential new employers.
8 laps side by side for the lead.
Jeff, you won here at Richmond Raceway in your home state. Terrific honour. But I want to go back to something that Ryan Blaney said earlier this weekend. He said doing 20 laps around here is like 200 laps somewhere else. You know, like it's just, you really got to concentrate. You really got to find that rhythm, and it takes a bit out of you.
And now both of these guys can do a little bit of that. Briscoe got loose to the exit of 4. That allowed Blaney to get by him. But now it is, I don't want to say settle in, but really understand what your car has and what it doesn't have. It's a lot of learning right here. Practice yesterday in the middle of the heat, sun out, much hotter than it was right now.
Bottom right, you see while everyone fights for track position, goes back further in the field. At 97 of SVG, 34 of Todd Gilliland, 77 of Hocevar, 33 of Austin Hill. That gaggle right there is basically 26th to 30th. And the leaders are coming. That's some of the anxiety. 70 laps stage 1. While these drivers can all make it on fuel, Jeff, as you and I talked in the pre-race, I believe we're going to see a majority of drivers pit about halfway through this first run. 4 fresh tires. Tires are so valuable. We'll see green flag pit stops even in this first stage.
Well, already Larson's a third of a lap down. I mean, it's, you know, we're just 11 laps into this run.
If you think he's nervous, then Red doesn't feel any better because he's way out the back. He's a half a lap back.
Not sure what's happened to Zane Smith either. He's dropped 8 positions. He's just to the right of that camera shot. There he is there in the 38. Aaron's Ford for Front Row Motorsports. So he's got some work to do. Josh Berry up in the top 3. He's had back-to-back top 10s for the Wood Brothers. Last weekend was a fantastic drive. He wasn't the headline drive, but it was brilliant. And here he is here hassling Chase Briscoe. He's out of a ride. I know that many of you know that. That's the headline for him. And it's an uncertain future. But he is reminding everybody what he is capable of.
Look at this move right here. Really low on the front straightaway. Let Briscoe know, I want this spot. It's 21 car right there. Looks like it rotates really nice. Leaves straight. He's got the spot.
Let's talk more about this 21 Wood Brothers Ford with Dave Burns. What you got, Dave?
Lee, when we talked to him in practice yesterday, between practice and qualifying, he said, you know, the short run is something we've really been working on with this team, and I think we've got it right. So what did he do in qualifying? Qualified 3rd. Great start for this driver, and now great run here. They were believing that the car was going a little bit too free in practice, so that's been tightened up. Right now, the 21